Hey, welcome to week two. Week two in the NFL is here. The Giants debauchery is over, and we got a lot of shit to talk about. But first, talking about creativity and individuality, just want to show you, took it back out of the closet after 5 years because my man Antonio is doing his thing. Had this, the Nooch, that's me, in case you don't know, had this made in the hood. Passaic, shout out to Passaic, New Jersey. Papito over in the place over there on Monroe, making me my own imagination Antonio Brown. Saw this on a rack, just the jacket, black body, white sleeves. I said, "Yo, can you do anything?" Because this kid in front of me was getting his jacket like fucking bedazzled and shit. He's like, "Yo, I can do whatever you want, man." So I'm like, we're looking at the computer. I'm like, "Yeah, let me see the Pittsburgh logo." Then boom, 84. Then boom. Then I said, "Yo, can you do the numbers good?" He said, "Yeah." Can you see that? Look at that puppy. Oh. Imagine that jacket when Antonio's bowling for 1750. But yeah, this one I don't even want to sell it on eBay because this is a one of one. This is the only one on Earth because I made it. But hey, anyway, let's get into week two. What do we know? We know that we don't know shit. Nobody knows a damn thing. Nobody knows shit. Don't let them pretend to tell you. You got all these kids on the internet. Oh, we got locks and parlays. Like, I like when somebody says parlays here. Like, what are you talking about, kid? A parlay is a normal thing. It means two or more teams together, and they all got to win. What are you talking about? Parlays. Like, that's like saying cereal in the morning. And so the more thing I'm focused on is the 7 road teams coming in at 3.5 or more favorite. You got 7 home dogs, 3.5 more favorite. I got a few teams in italics that I want to talk about more than others. But we're going to get down everything. We're going down the whole week 2 rundown because I think it's warranted. And if you're going to grab definite money, there's only one way I can see it. There's only one way I can see it. New England Patriots are -6, okay? They're playing the Jets. There's no way. I know I said this last week with New England and Miami and all that shit. There is no way on God's green earth that the Patriots are going to lose that game to the Jets. So I would take the New England Patriots. Then I'd roll, enough said. Then I'd roll into the Sunday night game, which I love, KC and Baltimore. Here's the thing. Lamar Jackson is undermanned. They're depleted. The team's got 3 running backs with torn ACLs. They got a lot of guys out. They're undermanned. I'm not saying Lamar is not legit. The truth had nothing to do with him. It's the Ravens against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a road favorite. Baltimore's a home dog, 4-point dog. I know the cardinal sin of real bettors, you don't take road dogs, but I really like the Chiefs to win this game. One thing I want everybody to know about the Chiefs, if you're thinking also Chiefs, don't be careful with the spread. The last 9 regular season games the Chiefs have played, they're 1-8 with the spread. And last week they lost 2. They didn't cover against Cleveland. The Chiefs never cover. The last 9 games they played, they have not covered the spread. And back to the New England game, the first part of that. I have 3 player props for the weekend that I like, and my goal is always to hit 2 out of the 3. In the New England game, a very nice receiver, Jacoby Myers. He's over 4.5 catches. I pick him a lot up on the waiver line, stuff like that. I like Jacoby Myers to have over 4.5 catches in that game. And what else? There was another one I liked. Oh, well, I also like Myles Gaskin in the Miami game. Where's Miami? Who's Miami playing? Buffalo, I believe. Yeah, Buffalo, road favorite. Miami, home dog, getting 3.5. The record, it's 7. 7 home teams getting more than 3.5. I like Myles Gaskin. I picked him up last year on the waiver wire. He did a lot. He's a do-it-all back. He's the number 1. Total yards. He catches balls and runs, 75 total yards. I'll take my chance on him over 75. And I know Buffalo lost last week and Miami won, but Vegas is not buying that. Buffalo's still the road favorite. And my third prop bet is the Rams game. I don't see anything changing in that game. Carson Wentz stunk the last time I saw him in Philly. He stunk last week. I think he's going to stink Sunday. I think the Rams are going to blast out the Colts. I don't see anything changing. I do like Nyheim Hines, the second running back for the Colts. I think he could be a number one on a lot of teams. I like him total yards over 54. That's a prop bet. And also in the same game last week with the Rams, Cooper Kupp was hot. Stafford was hot. But Robert Woods was kind of quiet. I like Robert Woods' longest catch over 21.5. So the four prop bets are Robert Woods over 21.5 yards longest catch. Nyheim Hines, 54 total yards over. Myles Gaskin over 75 total yards. And somebody else that I forgot about, but who gives a shit? I got more. I got a couple more anyway. Oh, Jacoby Myers over 4.5 catches. Got that just in time. One take Johnny. So those are the prop bets that I like. I don't love the games. The Niners, Cardinal Sin, traveling across country to Philadelphia, 3-point favorite. Philly just won, getting 3 at home against the Niners. That just goes to show you the odds makers are not taking chances. They're not giving the respect to Philly yet. Who knows? Cross country, laying 3. I got to stay away from that game. I think the Rams will beat the Colts, but you never know. The Colts are a funny team. So I'm leaning Rams. Buffalo, Miami, I like Gaskin, don't like the game. Cleveland just lost to Kansas City, and Houston just won. However, if you watch the football game the way I watch the football game, you would have the respect for Cleveland of the 13-point favorite that they are too. Cleveland's 13 for a reason. They played their ass off against Kansas City and lost at the end. They played tremendous. So Cleveland is giving 13 to Houston. I wouldn't touch the game too much. A lot of respect. Styles make fights. New Orleans on the road. Carolina is a home dog, plus 3.5 against New Orleans. New Orleans, they played well last week. Jameis went crazy. They beat Green Bay. Carolina, they beat the Jets. How good is Carolina if the Jets really stink? So is New Orleans going to smoke Carolina? Or is that going to be a weird game, a divisional matchup where you throw the records out the window? You would think that, Carolina beat the Jets by barely, so they're probably good, but they probably look better than they will be. New Orleans look great, so nobody in their right mind would bet Carolina. So I figure that game to go up to about 4.5 or 5 by Sunday. It's Wednesday, Thursday morning. So I don't know. I don't know about that game, but it's tough. It's tough. The Saints are for real, and Carolina beat the Jets. But always remember, guys, how many teams have been 0-2 and won the Super Bowl? I can remember the Baltimore Ravens the year Ray Lewis won his first Super Bowl. His first Super Bowl when they beat the Giants. When the Giants beat Minnesota Vikings in an NFC Championship game, I was there. We won 40-something to nothing. The stadium was shaking. We went to the Super Bowl and lost to Baltimore. Baltimore Ravens that season went 0-4 in the month of October and never scored a touchdown in the whole month. And they won the Super Bowl. We're only in week 2. Even whatever happens this week, we don't really know. I know you guys want answers. You want to know who's who, what's what, what's going on. We don't know. We got one data game for everybody, who they played last week. But how do we know how they're going to match up against this team? Denver beat the Giants. Now they're a 6-point road favorite at Jacksonville. All of a sudden, Jacksonville is terrible. They're plus 6 at home against Denver. Really? Road favorites across the board. And Denver to Jacksonville is cross fucking country. That's another one. Here's the upset of the week that I like, guys. I like 2 upsets. One of them's going to win. I'm going to take the 6.5 points with both of them, but one of them's going to win. The Las Vegas Raiders. I love Josh Jacobs. I love Waller. I like Carr. I said Gruden needs to put his arm around them. I like Carr. I just have a feeling that Pittsburgh had such a good showing against Buffalo. They showed that they could still compete. But nobody knows how organized and functional the Raiders are right now. And that 6.5-point spread is too much. That's a Nucci special. I like the Raiders plus 6.5 against Pittsburgh, and I'm going to take a shot on a money line. I can see Josh Jacobs running his ass off, churning, unlike Saquon, churning yards. And I could see Derek Carr balling and these receivers and everybody. And I could see the Raiders easily winning that game and covering. So keep an eye on the Raiders and Juju, 52 yards. If they're going down the field more like they promised and they started to, we got to look for him to get over that 52 yards. And Derek Carr over 6.5 yards rushing. That's one scramble. That kid's got heart. I could see him taking off. Give me Derek Carr over 6.5 yards. That team's got heart and they get no credit. So we covered the Rams, the Niners, Buffalo, Houston, Cleveland, New Orleans, Carolina, New England Jets. We covered the Raiders just now. Denver, Jacksonville, we explained the cross-country favorite again. Here's one that intrigues me. Cincinnati just beat Minnesota. Big surprise. Minnesota loaded with talent. Cincinnati, Joe Burrows, Chase, all those boys, T. Higgins. They got fucking guys that are talented over there. They just beat Minnesota. They're at the Bears, and the Bears are a 2.5-point favorite. What does that tell me? That tells me that it might be Landry Fields time. Might be Landry Fields time. Think. Why are the Bears 2.5-point favorite against Cincinnati? Even if you think it's even, I don't know. I don't think that game's even. I think that game should be a pick'em. No way. It should be a pick'em. Cincinnati should not be a dog at the Bears the way they played week 1. So I think you're going to see more Fields. You're going to see packages. You might see them take over in the second quarter or third quarter, and then that's the game, especially if they're close, and you're going to see Justin Fields for the rest of the year. You might see it. There's nothing else that they're waiting for. The Red Rockets not doing it for Chicago fans. Minnesota, a team that underperformed. They're +4 at a team that I was hating on, that I owe an apology to. I was like, I don't know if the little guy could do it. Who the hell is Chase Edmonds? Arizona kicked the crap out of Tennessee last week, and they're a 4-point favorite hosting Minnesota. Now, Minnesota should be bouncing back, but Arizona balled out. So I'm not going against them. I'm not touching that at all. Arizona balled out. Instant respect for Arizona. I wasn't big on them, but you got to respect them the way they played week 1. Let's see how they keep going. 17-game season. I'm predicting somebody's going to have a 3-game lead and blow the division. Somebody's going to be 8-1. Another team's going to be 5-4. And then by game 17, that 5-4 team's going to win the division. You're going to see shit with that set. With that one extra game, you're going to see crazy races. And you might see it in the Arizona division with all those good teams. Atlanta's +12.5 at Tampa Bay. What do you say to that? Atlanta looked terrible against Philadelphia. What are you going to make them? 6? You got to put them 12.5. Atlanta could win that game. Atlanta could win that game or get beat by 40. So I like how Tommy Brady's looking. I love how my man Antonio Brown's looking. Jacket out of retirement. The hot shit. Love how they're looking. Godwin. You see these sportscasters that don't even do their homework. They don't even watch. I'm watching Jalen Rose before, and he's going, well, now that Antonio Brown and Gronk have eaten, this week, look for Godwin to get some looks. Hey, idiot. He had fucking 9 catches for 100+ yards last week. He already did bust out, you fucking idiot. Do your job. You're on ESPN. Oh, my God. Atlanta, Tampa Bay, who knows? Dallas. Dallas at San Diego. San Diego's -3.5. That means that's a perfect situation to explain that they think the teams are even. The odds makers think San Diego and Dallas are even because San Diego's home and they're a 3.5-point favorite. Usually, if they feel 2 teams are even, they give 3 points to the home team. They give 3 points to the road team. The home team will be favored by 3 points. So they're figuring those 2 teams to be about even, and I'm hoping Dallas implodes and they just look really good because I'm a Giants fan. I'd like to see Herbert and those boys do their thing. My other gut check, do you have any heart? What the fuck is wrong with you game of the week? The Tennessee Titans came out and got smoked. We had Tannehill on the COVID list. We had guys all not ready, but that's not an excuse. Every other team is doing this too. Tennessee got their asses whooped. Seattle, they got weapons. Lockett was making Willie Mays catches. DK was making catches for 60 yards. Russell Wilson looked good. Seattle's at home. They got the 12th man. The fans are back. Tennessee is 0-1, and they're plus 6.5. Listen, I've seen the Patriots get beat 40 to fucking nothing to Buffalo and win Super Bowls in opening week. Week 1, 40 nothing. Buffalo beats them, win the Super Bowl. If Tennessee is what I think they are, they're gonna, or maybe they can't get back in rhythm in time. I don't know how discombobulated they are, but I'm looking for Tennessee to cover that 6.5 and put up a game out there in Seattle, and possibly win. So my two risky cojones underdoggers are the Raiders plus 6.5 against Pittsburgh, money line them, and Tennessee plus 6.5 money line them. One of those teams is going to win outright, in my opinion. That's just what I think. And then we got KC and Baltimore. KC's a road favorite. Again, Baltimore's home. But I can't see KC losing that game with an undermanned Baltimore. Patrick Mahomes turns 26 today. He's literally in his prime, like 24 to like 32. He's literally in his prime. The Chiefs are ridiculous. If you want to make safe money, Patriots, Chiefs, 2-team parlay, both money lines, forget about it. That's it. That's mine. That's mine for this week. But the NFL is so wacky, I can't see the Patriots or the Chiefs losing. Patriots win in the afternoon, nice. Chiefs, nighttime. I got to just worry about one game. I sit back. Nice. That's what I'm thinking. And, Jesus, is there any way the Yogi could lose? Aaron Rodgers, Monday night. Green Bay is laying 12 to Detroit. Listen, they better win. They better win with that face and the zen and everything. They better win because he's embarrassing himself, and a lot of people are talking. So that's my roundup for week 2, and then we're gonna get into all kinds of things, whatever we want to talk about. Guys to start or sit, maybe tomorrow. Looking at fantasy guys, individual injury reports, but those are my team thoughts and a couple guys on the prop bets and wagers and with the spreads. I really don't want to steer you guys into any games. I just wanted to show you a couple dogs that I like. And go Giants. I'm still a believer.